I'm coming straight out.
New York, big city of dreams.
NYC.
Here's my biggest gripe with Payton this year. Ryan.
Yo, I don't care what you say.
I know you're okay. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know it's coming.
I don't think Payton's wrong with that play.
Roll the tape.
I don't think he's wrong with that play.
What?
Okay, Roy, there was a particular play that I was pissed, and you can tell I was pissed because I was on the Knicks Fan TV live, and you saw my live pissed reaction.
Oh, sure.
Play. So it was like, I was like, oh my. Okay, IQ would never. All right, first and foremost. All right. So first, remember I talked about earlier that the people who stopped Alec Burks was Tom Thibodeau and Elfrid Payton. Alec Burks, there was a stint where Alec Burks was going off. He was hitting threes. He hit 3 shots in a row. Julius Randle, I don't put the clip right here. Julius Randle is going down the lane. He attracts like 3 Portland Trailblazers. His back is to Alec Burks, so he couldn't really pass him the ball. He swings the ball to Elfrid Payton, and Payton is like a few feet behind the 3-point line. Alec Burks, to me and to most people, is open by the 3-point line on the top of the wing. His man is around the foul line, who's supposed to be guarding him. He's around the foul
Payton
line.
could have gotten the ball.
Payton could have gotten the ball.
But Payton took the shot.
Payton took the shot. And
I remember that.
I screamed.
I did too. I did too. See, I'm you know what? I was kind of shocked. But Thibodeau, if you remember, they had Thibodeau mic'd up. He said, if you're open, take the shot.
Thank you. That is my whole point. Thank you.
It is a bad shot.
It's not a bad shot.
It wasn't the right
It's not a bad
basketball
shot.
play. No, but I hear you, though, Jay. It wasn't the right basketball play. If you're a smart point guard, and your shooter's going off on here, you want to give him the ball. But Thibodeau was just about screaming, if you're open, shoot the shot. That's what he said.
And that's my whole point.
Wide open. He had to shoot.
That's my whole point. Because here's my whole thing. When Payton got the ball, there's nobody around him. Nobody, period. And my thing is like, at least with Burks, okay, Burks was open, but you have Dame there, at least keep an eye on man and ball. If Payton passes the ball to Burks, it's not a sure thing that's not a contested shot. You don't know if they would have closed out on him or not. So my thing is like, okay, Payton is wide ass open. You take that shot because he's wide open. Nobody's around him.
Yeah, but you know what it is though? Ryan? They want Payton to be open.
You're open for a reason.
No, I'm saying
but my thing is,
if you see Payton wide open, that's purposely done. They want him open.
But my whole thing is that you want Payton to pass up every single open shot.
He can't. That's what Thibodeau is saying. Thibodeau is saying, we want you to shoot because at least be a threat to shoot.
That's what I'm saying.
So he has to shoot. But it's not like Portland accidentally left Payton wide open. They're gonna leave him wide open.
And this is what I'm saying. This is all I'm saying. There were situations where Payton is open, and they're leaving him open, and you know they want him to shoot it because that's the game plan. If he shoots it, then I'm not gonna like it, but I'm not gonna scream on him because like it's the correct basketball play to shoot that shot if they're gonna lay off of you that much. Now, in this instance, as a point guard, if the man just finished hitting 3 shots in a row, the momentum is swinging back in your direction. You haven't hit a shot all game. Why would you take the shot 3 feet from behind the 3-point line?
You're right. You're right. No, it's like that game when Rivers was hot.
He's not even and even looking at the body language of Dame during that quote unquote defense.
Right.
Dame was standing straight upright. He wasn't running. His back was halfway turned to Alec Burks, even though he was close to the vicinity. He was around the foul line and not even hardly looking at the kid. Like he was being lazy.
Dame was resting on the play, but Dame is keeping an eye on man and ball. He would have ran out regardless.
Have you seen Alec Burks head fake and shoot threes this season?
Yeah, no.
You talk about ifs and buts though. We don't know if Burks would have faked them out when they were running towards him. You don't know that.
Have you seen the games earlier this season with Alec Burks and the time he needs to get off a shot?
I'm saying like what Jay Ellis is saying, if I may paraphrase, what he said like earlier this year when Rivers scored 23 when he was hot. When Julius Randle got the ball in the spot that he would normally shoot, he was looking for Rivers. He was purposely looking for because he knew he was hot.
Right.
So, JL, you're saying, well, if this man just hit 3 in a row and I'm the point guard and I know he's hot, I'm going to look for him.
I'm giving him the ball.
But at the same time, if you just got off the bench and your coach yelled at you and said, if you're open, shoot, you got a decision to make.
That's a simple decision to me as a point guard.
I don't know, but because you heard what he said. If you heard the press conference from a couple of days ago, Payton said, "Well, we do it Tom says because we don't want him to yell at." He said that. He said so. They just got off the bench and Thibodeau just in your face saying, "If you're open, shoot."
In general, if you look at Elfrid Payton's stats this season in general, his assist numbers have drastically dropped. He has been ignoring shooters the entire season.
He's only averaging 4 assists a game.
The entire season.
He's been ignoring shooters, but I'm like, in that case, I do not blame him for taking the shot. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not blaming him for taking the shot.
I'm blaming him for taking the shot.
He's wide open. I mean, he was wide open.
That's what I'm saying.
He was in the corner. I remember he was wide open.
He's wide open.
He got to take that shot.
To me, if I'm about winning, and my teammate is getting off, here's the ball.
They were about half. Portland was about half a step from a defensive 3 seconds because they all left it wide open and paid over to the other side.
Yeah, and we had just hit 3 in a row. They looked debilitated on defense. They wasn't even trying. Like they were just kind of like.
Okay, here's my question. All right,
was called right after that. So
all right. Here's my question though. Here's my old point. Say that wasn't Payton. Say that was anybody else. Would you get on them for not passing the ball to Burks?
Yes.
And they took that open shot.
Yes.
Nah. If Quickly's taking that 3, you gonna get on Quickly for taking that 3?
Quickly wouldn't take the 3. Quickly would pass it.
Oh my God! Let me tell you something. Oh my God!
And you can read this on Twitter. And you can read. Time out. No, time out. Time out before you get excited. I take this exact thing to this guy on Twitter because he asked the exact same question or something similar. Here's what I said. If you are going to make the incorrect basketball play at the moment, you better make that shot. If you know you're not a shooter,
incorrect though.
No, especially if you know you're not a shooter. If you make the incorrect basketball play, if your man just hit 3 in a row and you've been bricking all day and your man is open and the coach also preaches pass up a good shot for a great shot. Julius Randle seems to get that, but Elfrid Payton hasn't gotten it all season.
But wait a minute, Jay, the play I'm thinking, right? If I'm thinking correctly now, if I remember now, EP was on the right side of the court, and Julius passed. Julius back, like you said, was to Burke. So he passed the ball. Now, I would agree with you if Burke was like 3/4, like on that side of the court, and there was just a swing pass. But he would have to pass the ball. But he had to pass the ball over the defense.
No, there was no defense. That's what I'm saying. There was no defense there.
I thought, if I remember correctly, Burke was on
the closest play. Mitchell Robinson was closer to Alec Burks than freaking Dame was.
On the left side of the 3-point line. Like if you're looking straight at the basket, Payton was on the right side of the court, and Burke was a little off center on the left side of the court. Like Burke was right next.
You know where the 3-point line corners, like that turn?
Yeah.
He was at the edge of that, but not on the foul line side, but a little bit.
Yeah,
he was like in that corner area.
I mean, it wasn't a difficult pass, but it wasn't as. To me, like I would, it'd be a no-brainer if Burke is standing right next to me and I get the ball here and I could just swing it to him and he's right next to me. But if I got to pass it over somebody,
that's what I'm saying. It wasn't over anybody.
Or it been over Dame. He had to pass over Dame.
Dame was by the foul line.
I gotta look at the play. I gotta see that play again because I thought Dame's back was kind of halfway toward Payton, and he did not see Burke all the way. That's what I thought.
There was a clear path. My whole thing is that I feel like Dame was not far off enough to where that would have been an uncontested shot.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If it was an uncontested shot and he just needs to give it to Burke, and Burke got the same uncontested shot EP got, Okay, yeah. I say he should have. But if it wasn't quite like that, if there's remember they got a split second to make this decision.
My thing was Alec Burks just hit 3 in a row.
Yeah.
And Dame, he wasn't sprinting. Right. He was walking. He was
resting.
Exactly. Because
he was resting.
I feel like that's the point when the game started to swing and they was getting you know what happens when a team starts to score consecutively?
Yeah.
The body language starts to change.
Yeah, because now you make 4 stops in a row and they starting to come.
That was the body language of Dame on the court. He didn't have that look like I'm attentive. I'm going to try to steal the ball. He was like, oh damn, well they about to get that's the look that he had on his face. So I'm just like, I
can't kill AP for that though.
I'm killing him.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That's a split second, decision, and his coach just was telling him shoot if you're open. He's gonna shoot the ball. He was wide open.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I agree with you. I yell at the TV too because they want you to shoot. They want you to shoot every time, but he had to take a shot. I mean, I know he had to take it. And if you're open, take the shot.
And my whole thing is like, I know Elfrid Payton has had this problem all season where he's not passes the open shooter when they're available. But I feel like there was somebody in the Twitter comments and they had 2 other examples. I feel like those were better examples because Payton, there's actually people around Payton and Payton forced up the shot when there was somebody who was wide open in the corner, whatever the case may be. I thought those were better examples. But I was like, this example, I'm like, I can't kill Payton for taking a wide open shot when nobody's around him. You gotta take that.
There was nobody within 3 feet of him. He had to take a shot.
I don't think he had to.
I mean, he's not. It would have looked pretty bad though, Jay. If he turned the ball over right there and he had a wide open shot, he might have got pulled. He definitely heard from Thibodeau on it. He's not going to hear from
time.
He's not going to hear from. But you're right. I mean, he's only averaging 4 goals and 4 assists, so he's not really, he's not really doing what he's like a guy with like a triple double or whatever. But he's not.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was a heated discussion. Let us know what you think in the comments.
Is it Randall leading the Knicks in assists?
New York, big city of dreams.
I'm coming straight out.
New York, big city of dreams.
NYC.